All right, fresh off of practice, Jordan Love, what is harder to keep in your head, the Matt LaFleur playbook or the individual handshakes you have with every freaking player?
It's definitely the handshakes. I mean, we got a lot of handshakes, but we practice them every day, so we get good reps at it.
Show me the Romeo Dobbs. What is it?
Me and Rome don't got one.
Whoa.
Me and Rome don't got one.
That's gonna be.
It's mostly with the running backs. With the running backs.
So you got a new one now. Josh Jacobs. What's the handshake?
We fake up top, get a nice handshake, button up the suit, grab our suitcase. We're going to work.
You're going to work. Oh, okay. He's got a lot to do here. Big shoes to fill with Aaron Jones not gone, but love Josh Jacobs, a former leading rusher in the NFL, which we love. When I saw the individual handshake thing and I was watching him out here today, I thought that's part of his leadership style. Him having individual relationships with these players. Did you read a book? Did you go to a master class? Because flying out of everyone's mouth is Jordan Love the leader.
No, definitely not. I think it's just, it's you go along throughout your, career and you kind of just pick up things from other people, learn as you go. So I've definitely, been blessed to be able to see some, vet guys that have been here in the league, been doing it for a long time, just the way they lead and the relationships they have with people and how they go about their business. So I've been able to see that and just kind of grow my own leadership style and just be myself out there and build some of that stuff into it.
In one sentence, like on a poster, if it said Jordan Love leadership, like in a locker room, what is it saying as far as how do you define that?
Oh, I think I'm fun. I try to be out there, be one of the guys and just have a good time. You know what I mean? You can't take it too serious out there. You got to have a little fun.
I'm on a training camp tour. I was up in Buffalo. I sat next to Deion Dawkins. He said that he wants a Patek from Josh Allen.
Oof.
Okay? Josh Allen, the 13th highest paid quarterback. Mm-hmm. You just got your money. Congratulations to you and on your engagement to beautiful Ronica.
Thank you.
What is the gift for these old linemen come the holidays? They're going to come calling.
Trust me. We'll see. It's going to be a surprise, but I've heard everything from a car, from a boat, a private jet. I've heard all this stuff already.
Wow.
So we'll see what we get, but it'll be a good one.
What's the advantage to having such a young group?
I think, guys are hungry. I think guys are out there trying to go out there and prove themselves every day and really showcase what they're all about and make a name for themselves. So, I think that's the best part of this young offense is guys are going out there hungry with that mindset that they're trying to go improve it every day.
I feel like I wish I was still young and reckless because I was fearless. I didn't know what I didn't know. Mm-hmm. Do you still feel that way? Because the innocence was taken away a little bit with how the year ended last year. Yeah,
I think that's how it started was you don't know what you don't know. And then I think you go through it, go through a full season of seeing different defenses, different schemes, and, just seeing how the games play out through the course of the season. And you start learning and growing and picking up, different learning points from each game. So I think we're in a different position now going forward that, we can't take any steps back. We kind of just got to keep building on the momentum that we ended the season on.
What one specific thing are you working on to build and to grow your game?
My game, I think it's all about the consistency. I think I made a lot of good flashes last year and started building as the year went on, being able to handle protections and kind of really just take control of that and see kind of what the defense is showing me pre-snap and get us in the best play. But I think just consistency in my footwork every play, being on point with that, getting through my reads, not forcing stuff, kind of getting stuck in reads and things like that, being able to progress all the way through and just find those positive plays, getting the ball out of my hand, not taking any negative plays, but just consistency.
The vibes out here are really high. It's amazing. Yeah. So much momentum last year. I'm sure you, more than maybe anybody else, wanted to get back out here, start the year fresh. Not even from a football world, but like a human world. How do you let go of that moment in San Francisco? How did you move on? Yeah,
I think the offseason helped. And in the season like that, you were able to kind of just get away from ball. And, you watch the Super Bowl and then you're kind of done with the year and just be able to get back to living a normal life a little bit, get back to training and, obviously learn from it, but kind of just flush that out. So I think getting out of here, getting away, getting back to California and just kind of getting away from ball definitely helped out.
I met you at Super Bowl and the Lombardi was between us. I don't know if you remember. And it was sort of maybe people on TV didn't notice, but there was like an energy and I felt you were still in that moment. You were still in that play. And now I don't feel that way. Yeah. I feel like you've really let it go, and I think that's a really beautiful thing. And you're more motivated than ever. Now I came all this way to find out who the number one wide receiver is. So do you want to just whisper it to me?
Who do you think the number one wide receiver? Who do you think the number one wide receiver?
Well, I thought it was Dobbs because he's catching everything out there, but you don't even have a handshake with him.
Oh my God!
What is going on?
You see him out there now. He's
killing it.
Yeah, he's been killing it from day one.
Don't give me the everyone's a wide receiver. Who's the number one dog?
I'm not gonna say anything. You know,
Is there one? How about that?
No. I don't think we do.
You don't think
I think all those guys truly believe they're the number one receiver, and I want to keep it that way. You
can't keep it like that forever. One of them's going to want to get paid. One of them's going to go somewhere else. Is that?
I don't make those decisions.
You're worried about it right now.
We're going to attack this thing and.
I knew you weren't going to answer that, so I'm going to make you pick a number one wide receiver for each of the following things. Okay?
Oh gosh,
who's the number one wide receiver in Olympic race walking?
In race walk, like on our team.
Who would be the best in the receiver room?
Oh, I think Christian Watson. I mean, he's the fastest out of the group, I think.
Who'd be the best at college football 25?
Ooh, I think Jay Reed. I think Jay Reed's probably the best gamer on the team.
Who will you trust with the rings at your wedding with Ronica?
Trust with the rings. Ooh. I mean, I'm going to trust Romeo. I'm going to put it in his hands right there.
Now you're confusing me. Who's your number one wide receiver in returning punts? Who would do the best?
Punts? Jay Reed. He's a punt returner.
How about chugging beer?
Chugging beer? Out of that group? I'm going to go to wild card here, say Bo Melton.
He's distributing the ball. Do y'all understand? He's lying through his teeth. And he's saying every receiver.
Where's Bo at? I'm going to bring him over here.
Who's your number one wide receiver in shutting up Jair?
And shutting up Ja? Oh, that's Wicks. That's Wicks for sure.
And we've hit everyone. Okay, for the first time in your camp career, and I love to see this, LaFleur's got you calling your own plays in 2-minute drills. Have you gained a new respect for LaFleur in this matter? Do you like it?
Oh, I love it. I love getting the chance to call plays, and I think it just makes you, react to what the defense is doing, kind of think on the fly of a new play right after you run a play. But it definitely gives you a lot of respect for Matt and what he's got to do throughout the game and just the in-game adjustments he's got to make. But it's not an easy job, I'll tell you that.
I've been to a lot of camps, and I'm hearing a lot of quarterbacks say, my coach lets me be me. Tomlin said he wants Justin Fields to go follow his instincts. Bryce saying the same thing about his new coach. What is it about LaFleur, who I don't think it's enough credit for him unlocking things in the best quarterbacks that he has? What does he deserve credit for?
I mean, he makes the job easy for everybody in the offense. He's in all the meetings with us, and he puts so much detail into, each concept and how he wants certain things ran versus certain looks. So, there's not really a doubt when guys get on the field. They know what they need to do. So, I think he does a great job just coaching us up in the quarterback room specifically. But like you said, he lets me be me. First thing he told me when I took over was just be myself. Don't try and be Aaron. Don't try and be anybody else that's been here. Just be me and, let the chips fall where they may.
And yet when I come here, I just feel so much history. There's family. Everyone's happy. Do you remember this? I thought about you when I walked in here, and I was like, 2020, weird time, world shut down. You were out here. Do you remember? Do you relate to that kid at all?
Yeah, it feels like so long ago, honestly. But, I've grown so much from my rookie year that it's definitely night and day of the player I was. So I want to kind of just go back one day and watch the film from training camp, just see how bad I was out there.
I need your best Tom Clements story.
Tom? Oh, gosh. Tom's got a lot of stories, but best Tom story?
Jordan.
That's tough.
I'm trying to ask you questions you don't get every day.
That's tough.
What do you mean? He's been here forever.
He has. He's been here forever. So, he's got all these stories. But
What's your best story with Tom?
Tom's a guy that when you get around him, you know how he is. He's all about ball.
Mm-hmm.
We get in the quarterback room and we're starting right on time, close the door. We're gonna get straight to business, cut the film on. So it's not a lot of stories going back for it. But we always like to put on in the meeting room, throw some highlights of Tom up back in his Notre Dame days, and he hates it when people put up his highlights. But he's got a couple, pretty good highlights out there.
What's your favorite rivalry?
Favorite rivalry?
Yeah, who's your rivalry in your head? Which team?
I think the Bears is a great game. NFC, NFC North rival game. And like you said, that the history goes back with that rivalry and just, we always put up the wins, going all the way back to from the rivalry first started. So it's definitely a lot of history and it's one of those games you gotta wake up and get ready for because it's not an easy game. So
it's not really a rivalry though of late there, Jordan.
Hey, you said it, not me.
What does Caleb Williams have to do to make it a rivalry? I feel there's similarities between you two, the way you came in, all of it.
No, I think he's a phenomenal playmaker. I love the way he plays. So I think him just be himself. It's his rookie year. There's going to be a lot of growing he's got to do, but just be himself and take it one day at a time.
Let's make up a handshake.
What we got?
I don't know. I'm not the master. I'm not the play caller here. What are you doing?
We go right here. Bring it in, down, and we go. Remember that?
No, I don't remember that. I'm not going to remember that. Oh, shoot. Hold on. That's why you're... Oh, God. I don't know what I'm doing. This is what it is. Jordan Love, we appreciate the time. The city loves you. All of Green Bay loves you, and all of Chicago hates you, and that's the way it should be.